Hi, I'm Dave and welcome to my Councillor Update for Council's July meeting for next Thursday. The Mayor and Councillor Greenwich have asked that Council consider the reopening of Canberra Avenue. You may recall that on at least 3 previous occasions, Council formally resolved to close Canberra Avenue and incorporate that land into an expanded Newlands Park. Cost shifting has been a constant issue that affects all councils' ability to adequately fund the delivery of facilities and services. All 9 councillors have sponsored a motion to note the findings of the Local Government New South Wales Cost Shifting Report for the 23-24 financial year. We're seeking to place the report on Council's website and writing to the New South Wales Premier, the Treasurer and Minister for Local Government requesting that they urgently seek to address this issue. Community consultation is critically important and Council are asked to give consideration for a review. With the state and federal government housing reforms, there has been some interest in Council's rules that govern dual occupancy subdivisions and the minimum lot sizes for such subdivisions. The last review was done in 2015 with no changes since 1996. Council is asked to consider gathering extensive feedback from the community in regard to whether community values remain the same or if there is a mood for change, and if so, how to proceed next. Many occupations that involve working with children require working with children checks, but no such requirements exist for elected politicians. Councillors are asked to consider not only supporting voluntary checks, but also writing to the state and federal governments to amend legislation making checks mandatory for all elected representatives. An update on the negotiations with the Sydney Sports Management Group is provided, and it is recommended that Council place the lease on public exhibition and delegate to execute the lease if no submissions are received, or if there are, report back to Council before finalisation. Other items to note are a report and recommendations from research into accessibility costs and fee structures of the Cove Aquatic Centre, community consultation results for the draft Pedestrian, Plaza and public spaces policy. There's a proposed land sale of Anglo Road, St Leonards, or part of Anglo Road of St Leonards. There's a proposed voluntary planning agreement for 170 Pacific Highway, Greenwich. There's a rezoning review for 2 Marshall Avenue, St Leonards. We have a draft LEP review. There's a Section 711 plan review for St Leonards South. There's the 2025 Local Government New South Wales Conference motions, voting delegates and attendance. There's delegation of authority to the Mayor and Deputy Mayor policy. There's some extra additions for some of our advisory committees. Community consultation results. Draft payment of expenses and provision of facilities to Councillors policy. The draft code of meeting practice and a review of Council's code of conduct. And there's also a list of successful grant funding secured for upcoming projects worth $630,000. And lastly, of course, don't forget to check out the Council Snapshot for February. There's always good information in there about Council's activities for the previous month. So there it is, folks, a quick summary of the agenda for March's meeting. As always, you can contact me anytime via phone or email. Till next time, Dave out.